Yes, I know, I said vlog instead of vlog. I'm an old man, sue me. That's the way I want to say it. So today I have a few things I want to cover with you. I think I have 3 points for sure, maybe a fourth if I can not shut myself up. You know how much I go on and on. First, I want to say that there will be a Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. Yes, it's an absolute. There will be a Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. I am announcing the official dates. They are the 11th through the 21st of January. That's it. It's so official. It's written in stone. The 11th through the 21st of January, there will be a Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, RTR, in Quartzsite, Arizona. I have videos up showing how to get there and showing Quartzsite, and I have a web page. I'll put the bottom up at the link at the bottom of this picture, and so it's easy to find. You can get there. I encourage all of you to come. Now, if you've heard anything about it, you know it was busy last year. I mean, it was packed. We had between 500 and 800 people. But fortunately, while that was a huge crowd, we have even a more monstrously huge desert. So if you need privacy, and I know a lot of you do, we tend to be introverts. I know I am an introvert, very much an introvert. And so I need to get off and be alone. It is such a huge desert that you can park out a little ways alone and then come in just for the activities. I camped not too far out of the center of camp, and I could easily walk over every day. I usually had to carry things, so I drove, but you could easily walk over to the center of camp. You can be out alone with a small group of friends. You can come into the outskirts and be with a small group of friends, or you can be right in the middle of the thick of it. Whichever appeals to you. We're all different, but there's something there for you. So don't let the size stop you. Please come to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. There's going to be teaching, a lot of teaching, but more importantly than the teaching, there's going to be friendships made. We're all pretty much kind of a little bit introvert, but many of us want to have friends. We want to see them on a regular basis. Maybe we want to travel with friends. Whatever you want out of a friendship and need out of a friendship, it's available there for you. So the main reason to come is to establish lifelong friendships. And nearly everyone I know, no exceptions, has said they have made friends, no matter how introverted. They made friends that became lifelong friends. They traveled together a little while, and they separated, and they came, and they went. That's the main thing, connection, tribal community. The RTR is about tribal community, people to turn to when you need help, people to help when they need help. It's a give and take, and there's no other way to have that as well as there is in a tribal community of like-minded souls who are living outside of the mainstream. When you live outside of the mainstream, it's very, very lonely. But if you can find a group of people that think like you do and live like you do, you don't have to be lonely and alone anymore. That's what the RTR, the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, is all about. And we'll teach and you'll learn and you'll be so glad you did. We'll have open houses. You can go in other people's rigs. If you haven't chosen a rig yet, come in your tent, come in your car, throw a sleeping bag out on the ground, come in your giant fifth wheel or your giant Class A, whatever you live in. If you call yourself a nomad or a person who wants to be a nomad, you're welcome and there's room for you. So come join us. Establish relationships. Establish tribal community with a group of misfits that will embrace you. I know many people, myself included, who would say this is the first time in their lives they felt comfortable and accepted and part of a group. And that is waiting for you at the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. Again, it's January 11th through the 21st in January in Quartzsite, Arizona. There are maps and I've got videos and all kinds of stuff. You won't have any problem finding it. So come and join us. Okay, now the next thing I want to tell you about is that I'm not in Florida. I guess you figured that out by now. That doesn't look like Florida, and it is not. There is no place east of the Rockies that looks like that. No, I'm in Colorado. As you know, if you follow my YouTube channel, I have been in Florida taking care of my mom. I'm not there now, obviously. Every so often, a family member comes in and relieves me, and I get to leave. I am gone for the month of September. Right now, it's August 29th, 2017. This will be published in a few days. Probably September, beginning of September by the time you see it. I am in Colorado. I just couldn't stand the heat, the humidity and the misery of living in a house another moment. I had to get out of the East Coast. I had to come and live wild and free. The mountains were calling, and I had to go. When the mountains call, when the mountains have got a hold of your heart and your soul the way they've got mine, you've got to be in them. And I got to be in real mountains. These are 12, 13,000 foot mountains. Those are real valleys. Those are real trees. This is real living to me. Now, there are parts of the East Coast I like, but the humidity and the heat and the sameness of it all, it's all just 90% of it is just a ribbon of pavement cut through forests. You drive down one ribbon of pavement surrounded by forests, they all look the same. The whole up and down the East Coast, North Carolina, the mountains are pretty. The Blue Ridge into Virginia. New Hampshire has some real genuine mountains that don't look very far away from that. So New Hampshire really does have some mountains, but they're few and far away, and I'm never going to make it to New Hampshire this year. I needed to be in real mountains, in real freedom, where I could just go and camp anywhere I want, and that's not available. We were able to find some places to camp back east. My friend Carolyn and I camped together. She's so good at finding campsites, far better than I am. I'm hoping she'll teach that class because she's better than I at the RTR this year, and she'll teach how to find campsites. And I think she will. I'm pretty sure she will, but I'm not going to promise it. So I just had to get out. I had to get out of Florida. The big thing is I have found that I am not a person who can live inside the four walls of a house, especially in the heat and the humidity of Florida. Every time I would go out and work in the van or try to be just out inside the van, the heat and the humidity would drive me back in. I'd go outside and be out in the van for half an hour, and I would be drenched with sweat, miserably, and I'd have to go back inside and stand in front of the air conditioning, and I couldn't stand it. So what I found myself doing, and I always find myself doing, if I'm living in a house, I get in a rocking chair. In this case, I had a nice recliner. And I watch TV and I get on the internet. I'm an internet addict. I will sit in a rocking chair and die. And that's what will happen to me every time. Here in Colorado, on the West Coast, I can be a snowbird. I can move with the seasons. I can stay where the weather's good. I can get out of my van and be free and be happy and be wild in God's beauty. And my heart sings. My heart just sings to be here. I got to have it. So I am in Colorado through the month of September. I'll have to go back to Florida in October. And while I'm here and this is the main reason for this video, while I'm here in Colorado, I'd love for you to come and join me. I'd love for you to come and camp with me. I'd love to make a video of you and your rig. I may not make everyone who comes to my camp, I may not make a video. Let me warn you that. If there's something unique or distinctive or something that can help the audience, every video has to be helpful to the audience. So I may or may not make a video of you, but you're welcome to come in my camp and to stay with me. I'm always a busy guy. You got to live with that. I'm a busy guy, and so I'm out shooting videos and doing things. So at any rate, you're welcome in my camp. That's the number one reason for this video, to tell you you're welcome. In the description to this video, I will put my email address, and you can email me and say, Bob, I'd like to come and camp with you in Colorado. Right now I'm in Leadville. I'll be in Leadville for a week or two minimum, I think. And then I will travel to my second favorite place in Colorado, which is the Ouray, Silverton, Telluride area. And I'll go and hang out there. I'm hoping to get a little bit of the fall colors. I think I may be too early. Generally, the end of September is too early, but we'll see. Some years it might work. And then I'm hoping to get over to Moab, which is only a couple hours away in Utah. So either in those areas, you're welcome to come and visit me. And my plans are all very tentative, so who knows what's going to happen. But that's the way it looks right now. So I hope those things help you. In the meantime, if you like this video, if you got some help out of it, I hope you like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and no matter what, don't give up on your dreams. Find something that makes your heart sing and insist on grabbing it. Don't live a life of drudgery and monotony in the rat race, making someone else rich while you're barely surviving week by week, month by month. So until next time, we'll see you later.